Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Joel. Today we're going to be working on this Artist Loft 16 by 20 inch gallery wrap number 3 canvas. It's going to be a blast. Alrighty, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this canvas painted black. I used Artist Loft soft body black, painted around the edges, looks nice and clean. I'm going to start by doing some masking. I want a frame, black frame around this canvas when it's all said and done. So I'm going to mask around the outsides. Then we're going to do a frame. I'm going to speed this up. You can watch me get this masked off, and then I'll show you where we're going from there. Alright, so I got my frame masked off. Now I'm going to flank this frame with some fine line tape so I get an accent stripe of black around the inside of my black frame. You'll see how this all works out at the end, but it's a cool little trick to do. Get this as symmetrical as possible, then cut off your excess tape. And then when you paint this, whatever color you paint, when you unmask it, you will have a little black stripe. So I got that done, and we'll go on to the next step. Alright, so here you see I already started before I had the camera rolling. I mixed a couple turquoise blue colors I had together, and I'm going to put a heavy coat, one heavy coat of turquoise blue on here. Now this paint's mixed pretty thick. I did not put any Floetrol or water in it. So I'm going to get this spread out real good. Then I'm going to break out a textured rubber roller to leave an impression in this paint, and then eventually we're going to mask off and do another color for a mesmerizing technique. Alrighty, so here's my rubber roller. It has a floral pattern. I got that off of Amazon. They range from 15 to 20 bucks. The link is in the description. You'll see what I'm doing here. I'm doing my roll, and then I'm removing the paint, excess paint, onto a piece of parchment paper. Now here I wasn't real happy with the pattern I got, so I'm just going to go ahead and cover that up again with more blue. Get that smoothed out, and I want to make sure I get the coverage nice and even. And then when I do my roller this time, I'm going to get it a little more even and just press a little bit harder to get a deeper impression. So here we go. Alright, so I'm happy with my impression. Now I'm going to let that dry and we're going to mask off for the next color. So I'm going to do some rectangles on this of super bright fluorescent red paint, which is near complementary color of this turquoise blue. It's going to be mesmerizing. So my idea is by having the floral pattern imprinted in here, it will take the edge off of the contrast of colors and give you something to focus on other than just the contrast between the blue and the red. So I got my tape measure out here. I'm marking center so I know where the center stripe is going to be, and then I'm going to flank that with another stripe on each side of that. And you'll be able to see the progression here. I'm going to get this going and I'll catch up with you in a minute. Alright, so here's my fluorescent red going on here, and again I'm going to put one really heavy coat on here right out of the tube so you get some really good coverage when you do that instead of watering it down or anything. Alright, so I have some really good coverage here with the red. I'm going to take my roller out again and I'm going to emboss this pattern into the red. So what it's doing is it's removing some of the red paint so you can see the blue, turquoise blue that's underneath, which is a really cool effect. And in the turquoise blue you can see the black underneath, so it kind of unifies the patterns, but yet you have the high, super high contrast between the fluorescent red and that turquoise blue. So as we unmask this, you can see just a crazy contrast of colors, which is tied together with the embossed floral pattern. Alright, now I'm unmasking the fine line stripe that I put in there, so you will see the extra black stripe, which adds a little pizzazz to it, I think. And this is what you end up with. I think it's pretty cool. We're going to go in for a close-up here. I'll have to do just a little teeny bit of touch-up here and there. I got a couple specks I'm not liking, but for the most part, it's looking pretty good. Alright, so here's a close-up. I think it's pretty cool. You definitely can see the texture. I like the way that the floral pattern has tied the two colors together, but yet they are so different that it really jumps off the wall. Hope you guys like it. I want to thank the Surf Zombies again for the background music. Please hit that like button for me and subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate that. A couple wall shots, you really get the concept of the color contrast. I think it's pretty awesome. So thanks again. I want you guys to have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.